Under the dashboard, there's a section on the left side called Forms. When you click on the Forms section, it will open the Forms page, and inside the Forms page, you'll see 3 tabs. 1. Request. 2. Form. Submit. 3. Form Builder. Let's start with Part 1, which is the Request tab. This is where all the rider form requests come in. Any rider who wants to join the platform or become part of the service sends a request here. When a rider sends in a request, you'll see their basic information listed, like their full name, contact number, location, experience, and so on. The system also requires them to upload their ID documents, both the front and back. So what happens is, you click on any rider from the list and a dialog box will open. Inside this dialog, you'll be able to view the rider's full details, including the uploaded ID documents. You can check if the name matches the ID, review their info, and then make a decision. At the bottom of that dialog, you'll see 2 options. Approve. If everything looks good, reject. If something is wrong or doesn't match at the top of the Request tab, there's a Filter button. When you click on Filter, a search bar opens up, and from there you can search for a specific rider if you have many requests coming in. This helps you quickly locate the rider you're looking for. And that's how the Request tab works. It's the first step in processing new rider applications, the Form Submit tab. This tab is where all the responses to the forms you've built are shown. So anytime someone fills out a form that you created using the Form Builder, their submission appears here. For example, let's say you built a custom form for a vendor or a company to gather their information. When they fill it, their response will show up here under the Form Submit tab. You'll see the full list of submitted forms. To view the details, you just click on View Form and you'll see all the answers they filled in, like their name, contact info, signature, or anything else you asked for. Now, before anyone can submit a form, the system requires them to create an account first. So once they're signed in, it becomes easier for you to track who submitted what, and everything stays organized. Also, there's a search bar at the top. You can use it to find a specific submission by name or any keyword. There's also a button called Statistics Overview. When you click on that, it gives you a full breakdown, how many forms have been submitted, how many are still pending, and an overview of all form activities. This gives you a clear, summarized view of what's going on in this tab. Now let's walk through the Form Builder tab, which is where you actually create and manage your custom forms. When you open the Form Builder, you'll see 3 tabs at the top. 1. Edit Form, where you build the form. 2. Preview, where you can see how the form looks. 3. Saved, where you view all the forms you've previously built and saved. Let's go one by one. 1. Edit Form. This is where you actually build the form. You can start adding different types of input fields like text, input text area, drop-down checkboxes, radio buttons, signature field, and more. When you add a field, you can customize it, set the label, the placeholder, whether it's required, and any extra options like drop-down items or checkbox labels. There's a section called Form Settings. This is where you configure the overall settings for the form, like giving it a title, a description, and maybe setting some form behavior or instruction. To the Settings section, there's a Save Fields button. This is where you save your form. Here's the cool part. When you add fields, the system shows you a live count of how many fields you've added. So for example, if you've added 2 fields, you'll see Save, 2 fields. If you add more, It updates the number in real time, so you always know how many fields you're saving. Once you hit Save, the form is saved automatically to your database, so you don't need to worry about losing your work. It's stored and ready to use. 3. Preview. Before saving or even after, you can switch to the Preview tab. This shows you exactly how the form will appear to users. It's great for double-checking that everything looks right before you publish it. 4. Saved tab. And finally, there's the Saved tab. This is where you can view all the forms you've built and saved in the past. So any form you've created, whether it's for a vendor, company, or internal use, will appear here.